Side are now just 3 points above the drop zone. The Grinch who stole Christmas. It hasn't been a particularly fun, festive period for Stoke City in recent weeks. Home fans have had too much to cheer in the run-up to the Christmas period. There are 8 without a win, those in red and white. They find themselves set to head into 2025 with the spectre of relegation looming in the background. Kick-off in this one is around 6 minutes or so away. The two sides of the tunnel are about to make their way onto the field of play. Stoke led out by their captain this evening, Ben Gibson. Leeds United, well, they're aiming to go one better than last season, aren't they? A heartbreaking defeat in the playoff final at Wembley. They lost to Southampton by a goal to nil. Now they will be looking to get the job done automatically this time around. They'll be hoping to finish at least in the top 2. The title very much in their sights, and a win here tonight will see them top the table. Leeds coming into this one off the back of a 4-0 win at Oxford last weekend. Confidence is coursing through their veins right now. These Stoke players have been ready for some time. See frustration beginning to emerge on those Stoke City players, wondering where their opposition are. And eventually Leeds make their way out of the dressing room. I wonder if there were last-minute tactical tinkerings going on from Daniel Farker and his side, or whether that was a little bit of mind games to leave Stoke waiting. As Ethan Ampadu leads out Leeds. It is Stoke against Leeds in the Championship. The visitors know a win here will see them top the table. Confidence is sky high for those who this evening look as if they'll be in sky blue. Stoke need the points for altogether different reasons. Just 3 points above the drop zone. Both of these sides have plenty to play for on this Boxing Day bonanza. Stoke have a decent record at home at the Bet365 on Boxing Day. They've won their last 3 Boxing Day fixtures here. As we take a look at the 2 starting lineups, starting with the home side. They make 3 changes to the 11 that went down to 10-man Sheffield Wednesday last time out. Ashley Phillips returns after illness. Suleiman Sidibe and Lyndon Gooch are also recalled. Ben Pearson and Enda Stevens are both still missing through injury. As for Leeds United, they were in total control last time out against Oxford. Just the one change for Daniel Farker's side to the 11 which started that one at the weekend. Al Tanaka, the Japanese international, drops to the bench with Pascal Strout coming in. It means the captain, Ethan Ampadu, will push into midfield. Johansson, the 26-year-old Swede, in goal for Stoke. Yeah, a tricky one for goalkeepers this evening. You can see on your picture that there is some fog and mist in the air this evening. It might be difficult to track the flight of the ball. Johansson, who has made 86 saves this season, more saves than any other goalkeeper in the Championship. A minute's applause for George Eastham OBE, who scored the winning goal in the 1972 League Cup final to secure the League Cup for the Potters. A 2-1 victory over Chelsea. Passed away last week at the age of 88. Well, it's difficult conditions out there for fans, players and commentators, that's for sure. The fog and mist descending on the Potteries. It will be Leeds United, the visitors, who will get proceedings underway in the dark blue. You'll have to trust me. Attacking the goal away to our left-hand side. Stoke, the home side, in their familiar home colours, red and white stripes. Attacking the goal away to our right-hand side. And Stoke are seemingly fragile right now. Can Leeds United cause them to crack here this evening? It's an early touch for the goalkeeper. Leeds working it back to Ilian Meslier. Pascal Strout back in the starting lineup in the heart of that defence for Leeds United, and his first touch is a misplaced pass. Strout, the solitary change for Daniel Farke's side this evening. The former Dutch under-17 international, arrived from Ajax nearly 7 years ago now. Flag goes up for offside. This is the first Boxing Day meeting between these two clubs, two of the more famous clubs in English football. They did meet on Christmas Eve back in 1927, Leeds winning that one 5-1. It was Meslier. Goes across to Joe Rodon. The first touch for Victor Johansson, the Swedish keeper, strikes it long. Well, now that's a lovely through ball. Stoke in behind, but he's all alone. Looking for options is Tom Cannon. Stevie joins the attack. A lovely ball across and a fine save. Meslier getting down low to deny Stoke an early strike. Well, the home side finding a way through that Leeds backline in the opening 2 minutes. Sidibe joined the attack. He fisted across the face of goal. And it was a first-time effort from Lewis Kumas, the Liverpool loanee, forcing the first save. A warning sign for Leeds United, who hope to end the day as the league leaders. Brendan Aronson, the American, feeding it through, looking for Joel Pirou. Well, they'll take some confidence from this. Chamadou putting the ball across. Cannon's first-time effort, either side of the goalkeeper, and that was 1-0 Stoke. Benor Solomon trying to make things happen, wins the throw. Taken by Sam Byram. And at left back, he was actually at the club as a youngster. Spent at West Ham and Norwich before rejoining the club, and Leeds have given it away once again, and Chamadou runs up that Leeds backline, gets the ball in once more. Kumas keeps it alive. This is well worked by the home side. It's been a really bright start by Stoke. That one too close to the keeper though. Leeds haven't got going. And he only got the job in September. Narcis Pelak already perhaps under a bit of pressure from some quarters, and just 3 of his 18 matches in charge so far. Here is Ethan Ampadu, the Leeds captain, to Joe Rothwell. Jaden Bogle. Strauk. Here is Byron. And for the first real time this evening, Leeds getting a feel for the ball. And again, the Stoke press perhaps causing a few problems for Ampadu, who has to turn and try and take the long way round, and he does so successfully because it's opening up for him. Just a misplaced pass as he looked for Byram in behind. Ethan Ampadu back in the starting lineup. Arrived a little over a year ago from Chelsea. Former Sheffield United and RB Leipzig man. Wales international. Started in defence in the victory against Oxford alongside Joe Roden, but will be pushing into a more advanced position here, perhaps you'd expect. Early out to Bogle. And it's a lovely ball forward, and the flag has stayed down, and Leeds for the first time are in behind, and that is so close to an own goal. Some last-ditch defending. Ben Wilmot sliding in to put it behind for a corner. Leeds were in behind. There was only one to aim for, and it almost went all the way through. Dan James with a lovely ball across. I think it struck the left knee of Wilmot sliding in. That really could have gone anywhere. First corner of the contest goes the way of Leeds United. Joe Roden up from the back, one of the more obvious targets. It's over his head. Solomon. Shooting opportunity from Aronson. He sees his effort blocked. James picks up the loose ball. James looking to go on the outside. Does he settle for a corner? No, he keeps it alive. Ampadu. Lovely ball in, it's flicked goalwards and flicked into the gloves of Johansson. Whistle goes. Free kick to the home side. Chance for Stoke to try and pose some questions with this set piece. 8 league games without a win. It might be kept alive. Strong appeals from the Stoke faithful in that corner for handball, not given by the officials. Chance to line it up. Can't pick out a Stoke shirt. A disappointing final ball, having worked themselves into a decent position there, Stoke. They find the ball just lacking. Meslier. Bogle under pressure and off balance, gets it clear. Ampadu being forced backwards. Strout. Rothwell. James. With a chance to run at Gooch. Ampadu. Strout. Bogle helps on its way for James. Leeds have the best goal difference in the Championship. Just one defeat in 8 for Daniel Farke's side. And that came at Blackburn a few weeks ago. Ampadu. Rothwell. Byram. And for all of Stoke's early opportunities and bright play in the opening few minutes, they are beginning to get a bit deeper. Leeds seeing more of the ball in the last couple of moments. The home side with everyone back behind the ball as Ampadu tries to change that now. Tries to get Stoke spinning on their heels. Chamadou. As they deploy the press. Johansson has to go long first time. Seven goals to his name in all competitions this season, Joel Peru. So prolific from his time at Swansea. 46 goals in 96 appearances in South Wales. Strout wins the header. Leeds win the throw. He was assistant manager at the likes of Huddersfield and Norwich, working under the likes of David Wagner, Carlos Corberán and Neil Warnock. His only experience as the #1 was in the Spanish lower leagues before he was appointed Stoke boss in September. 3 wins, 7 draws and 8 defeats so far under the 36-year-old Spaniard for Stoke. James is in behind. Johansson gets there first and then collides with his own teammate. Lyndon Gooch helping Johansson back to his feet eventually. All smiles. James making the run in behind, but Johansson was lurked to the danger. Well, last time out, Stoke lost 2-0 at Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday were down to 10 players for more than half of that contest, and it was 0-0 when they had a player sent off as well, so it's a huge disappointment for Stoke to go down to 10 men as they did. And they've got a really tough run of fixtures as well, Stoke. They're playing Leeds today, obviously, and then it's Sunderland at home before a trip to Burnley. Playing 3 of the top 4 over the festive period. Just about a quarter of an hour gone in this one then, and you have to say it has been Stoke. They've had the better of the opportunities, but in the last 10 minutes, Leeds have had 76% possession, and they've won it back here in a really dangerous position. And it's a slightly heavy touch from Peru, who's forced wide. Byram joins the attack. Strouk. Solomon. Stoke back in formation. Bogle trying to maraud his way through. Now he's out of position, but there's no outlet for Stoke. You can see the possession stat there now. Over the course of the opening 15 minutes, Leeds dominating the ball as Ampadu spreads it to Dan James with a chance to run at Kumas. James. Aronson. Joe Rothwell, the Bournemouth loanee, to Sam Byron. Rothwell. They're just growing in confidence, you sense, Leeds United. Moving the ball around, making Stoke do all the work. Stoke having to concentrate, remain focused. Leeds patiently passing it around, prodding and probing, waiting for the gaps to open. Brendan Aronson, the American, thought about the shot. He lines one up and forces Johansson into action. You can see he thought about it there. No one closed him down, so he elected to pull the trigger. Relatively comfortable for Johansson in the end. Decent height for him. Wasn't quite arrowing into the corner. The Swede has conceded a set piece. Solomon with a better angle for the cross. More time to line that one up. Just too high for Strouk. Ampadu. Roden asks a lot of Aronson. The home fans are getting frustrated here at the lack of press from Stoke. Seemingly having plenty of time and space on the ball. Solomon. Rothwell. The fog and the mist beginning to clear as well. Strouk. Stoke unable to get a touch right now. What can Leeds do with all this possession though? They've won a throw. Phillips back in the starting lineup for the home side. The Tottenham loanee, 19 years of age. Yet to make a first team appearance for Spurs. Bogle, lovely ball in behind. Again, Johansson is alert to it. This time he's collided with James and conceded the free kick. He's the Welsh international. Again, it was that run in behind. We saw it a few moments ago when Johansson collided with his teammate. This time he collided with James. But they're clearly looking for that run in behind. From the former Manchester United man. Peru. That's a foul by Bogle. Set piece Stoke. The former Sheffield United man conceding the foul. He actually scored a couple of goals last season against Stoke for Sheffield United. There's 3 goals to his name this season. And he's got some defending to do here. And he does it well. From England under-20 international. Jonathan Walters, the Stoke sporting director, watching on. Aronson to Rothwell. Ampadu. Manor Solomon. Stroud. Aronson tries to turn. Solomon. Passing the ball around with real confidence, waiting for the moment to strike. What about now? Aronson sees his effort blocked. Ping pong inside the penalty area, but Stoke come away with it. Solomon Sidibe in the heart of midfield for Stoke. 17-year-old. Represent England at under-18 level, even though he was actually born in Paris. Lining up in the heart of that midfield today, alongside Berger for Stoke. Bogle motoring forward. Peru, James off target. But how quickly did Leeds United find themselves in a threatening position here? Bogle bursting down the right. A lovely ball in for Peru, who disguised his pass for James. Just off target with that left foot. Played more than 100 times for Leeds now. 5 goals to his name this season. He really was some way off target with that one. In the last 10 minutes, Leeds have now had 87% possession. Stoke. Aronson. That's a perfectly timed tackle. What can Stoke do with it? How long can they maintain possession for? Just look, Leeds on them in a flash. Berger. Looks to settle for the throw. Since the opening 3 or 4 minutes, when Stoke pulled Ilian Meslier into action early on, they haven't really created too many clear-cut opportunities. But Daniel Farke's side, for all their possession, only really have one long-range effort from Brendan Aronson to show for their efforts. Oh, Solomon with the 1-2. A little bit of space to try and run into. He releases Byram, who's cut infield, playing more centrally. Joel Peru lets it run. Leeds are going to claim a back pass, but nothing going. Fed through here, looking for the run of Peru. Bogle has had a really bright opening 27 minutes or so. Just asked too much of Joel Peru with that one, though. Leeds win it back in an instant. Aronson. Bogle, who's been brilliant. Johansson with the save. A bit of miscommunication. James gives it away. Stoke cannot keep hold of it for long. Rothwell, Bogle, seems to be everywhere right now. Ampadu. Stoke to Byram. Solomon to his left. Rothwell. Thinking about trying to switch it, looking for James, who's having that far right touchline. He's in space at the moment. Rothwell's got the range of passing to try and find him. So they're trying to work it over to that right-hand side. Most of their threats so far in this contest for Leeds has come down that right flank. Rothwell. Bogle's now found the space, and Rothwell, look, telling him to go forward. Rothwell pulling the strings. Just a little bit of frustration from Joe Rothwell that the pass that he wanted wasn't on. And trying to work it to Bogle on that right flank. Leeds now out of possession and back in shape. Open at right back. Stoke are forced to go long. And there's no one there, there's no outlet for them. Leeds will come again. The visitors are first to everything. It was a bit of frustration from Berger. The referee plays advantage. Bogle picks it up. Aronson making the run forward. Here's Roden. Rothwell. Aronson. Rothwell. Motoring forward. Shamadou checks his run. Byram to Aronson. Tried something fancy, looking for Solomon. Shamadou. Takes a tumble, wins the free kick. Sam Byram the culprit. And a little bit of respite for Stoke. Bogle's effort a few moments ago was relatively comfortable for Johansson. Strong pair of fists to parry it clear. Sidibe outnumbered. Stoke have taken just 3 points from a possible 12 at home in the last few weeks. Although at the same time, they have only lost 1 in their last 8 home matches. They do draw a lot here. Look at the space in that middle third. Bogle has James to his right-hand side. Peru and Solomon waiting for it. Solomon sends it wide. An awkward one to deal with. He let it run across his body. He hit it with the left foot. But the goal was gaping, and that should be 1-0 Leeds. Look at the space in that midfield. James with the first-time ball, Solomon arriving. Slightly awkward height for him to deal with. Came off the knee, I think, rather than the inside of the boot. And one of the clearest chances of the match goes begging. That midfield was suddenly wide open. Bogle again with a little bit of space to run into. Ampadu. Rothwell. Strout. Let's go back to Meslier, who's merely a spectator for most of this first half as the fog and mist descends once again. James. It opens up for James. Joel Peru trying to dance his way through. Bogle. Just a little bit too far in front of Aronson. Bogle again, releases Aronson, who releases James, who heads it towards Peru, who heads it goalwards, and heads it off target. Flag stayed down, he was onside. Not the most convincing of headers from Joel Peru. They do have the likes of Willie Nyonto and Patrick Bamford on the bench. Should Daniel Farke need to call upon them in the second 45. Because despite seeing so much of the ball in the opening 35 minutes, too many clear-cut opportunities. The two saves that Victor Johansson has had to make have both been from distance and relatively comfortable. Solomon sent that volley wide when perhaps he could have done better. Other than that, they've perhaps lacked a little bit of firepower in the final third. Bogle looking to try and change that now. James to his right-hand side. Dangerous ball in, no one could get a touch. They're huffing and puffing and prodding and probing. As of yet, they haven't found a way through. Stoke is standing firm. Roden wins the header. Ampadu. Nice turn. And it's going to be a free kick and possibly the first yellow card as well. He knew exactly what he was doing. Phillips was turned and then a tug of the shirt earns him the first caution of the contest. Strouk. Bogle just seems to always find the right pass. Rothwell, first time in behind, trying to turn Stoke. Wilmot hooks it clear. Chamadou. Just can't keep possession. Bogle encouraged forward. Doesn't need a second invitation. Solomon. Byram on the overlap. He plays the 1-2 with Aronson. No outlet for the home side. Joel Peru. It's been prevented from going behind for a corner. The final touch was off Ben Wilmot. Back to Johansson. Good reactions though. Just trying to pull it back, looking for Brendan Aronson. Well, the whole of the ball across the whole of the line. Looks as if it might have done. In terms of successful passes in the final third, Leeds have made 74, Stoke have made 8. Gives you an idea of what this first half has been like. Can Leeds get the breakthrough? James overhits it. Aronson keeps it alive. The American international, who arrived from RB Salzburg a couple of years ago. Bogle. Strauch. Rothwell feeds it through. This is a lovely move by Leeds. Johansson delays the attack, but they find a way through in the end. That goal has been coming. And 4 minutes before half-time, the visitors finally have the breakthrough that their dominance has deserved. They have seen so much of the ball, prodding and probing and passing, and what a move it was. The flag stays down, he was onside. Johansson could only delay the inevitable as Joel Peru lashed the ball home from a narrow angle. Aronson with the through ball. Joel Peru with the finish. He took a kiss off the underside of the bar. Johansson was brave. He did his job. But nobody closed down Peru, and he was able to pick his spot. And he picked it perfectly. And Leeds lead by a 1-0. Victor Johansson took a knock in the process of trying to deny that goal. They do have 31-year-old Jack Bonham on the bench this evening. How much discomfort is Johansson in? Has been capped by Sweden, 7 caps for his country. 26-year-old goalkeeper who arrived from Rotherham. Came through the youth ranks at Aston Villa. He's been ever-present in the league this season. And this was the moment Adrenaline got him back to his feet as he tried to prevent Peru from opening the scoring. This is where he picked up the knock. It appears as if we will see Jack Bonham for his first league appearance of the season. Signed from Gillingham back in 2021. Bonham has been readied. Will he be needed? It's that right elbow that has been strapped, and that was the moment of both the opening goal and the injury. And instantly looked, didn't he? And even though we've just ticked over the 45-minute mark, it looks as if Johansson will try and see it through until half-time. So Jack Bonham putting his tracksuit back on. Johansson then, you expect, will be more thoroughly assessed during the half-time interval to see whether he is able to return to action for the second half. Byron takes a tumble. He was caught late, and the referee was over instantly. And it's all getting rather heated now. Pascal Strauch involved. There was Kumas there as well. It's Sam Byram who's on the floor. And there's a yellow card that the referee has in his hand. And what's a word with Junior Chamadou, the 20-year-old. That's the moment that he earned himself a booking. Lunged in, didn't he, with his studs up. A little bit of a stamp as well on Sam Byram. Let's see what Daniel Farker thought of it. And he joins Ashley Phillips in the referee's notebook. Leeds have their captain down here, Ethan Ampadu, gone down off the ball. In the last few moments of this match, it's been like the walking wounded. And this is what happened. Was he caught by Cannon? He's back to his feet, and he's not happy with Tom Cannon. Byram showing no ill effects from his collision with Chamadou a few moments ago. Leeds dominating possession in the first 45 minutes, but not exactly dominating the scoreboard. Joël Perou's goal 4 minutes before half-time, separating the two sides. Ilian Meslier was called into action first inside the opening couple of minutes. He saved well from Lewis Koumas. Victor Johansson with that strapping on his right arm. Whether we see him for the second 45 remains to be seen, but at half-time in this one, it is Leeds United, thanks to that man, who are heading top of the championship because they lead Stoke by a goal to nil.
Will not be tolerated at any EFL game. If you hear or are witness to anything you deem inappropriate in this regard, please report it to Neil Stewart or by email to respect@stokecityfc.com. And as ever, we thank you for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we await the second half of football here at the Bet365, we are joined by a very special guest indeed, and I'm sure he is still on a high for an incredible night in Birmingham just last month. Please put your hands together for the IBO Super Bantamweight Champion, Shabazz the Maverick Masood. Take it in, Shabazz. Fantastic atmosphere here at the Bet365 Stadium, as always. A massive win for you on what was a huge night. How does that feel to hold that belt in your hands?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Bringing the belt back to Stoke, and I'm still hungry. I want to bring more belts back to Stoke.
You said after the fight, everybody doubted me. Does that make it even more sweet when you are able to prove those doubts as well?
Yeah, 100%. I was a massive underdog in the fight, and even the boxing people wrote me off. But I believed in myself, and I knew I had skills to bring the belts, and that's what happened.
You were in the night a very well yourself, and rightly so, bring that home. The age-old question is, what's next?
What's next? 2025, looking for another world title, so that's my aim for the summer. I want to box for another world title.
Absolutely, well, we can't wait for you to do just that. You have to support everybody here. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Shabazz the Maverick Masood.
So both sides re-enter the field of play for the second half. It is Stoke City who trail by a goal to nil, and it looks like they're making a double change as well. Michael Rose, the defender, he is set to enter proceedings. And he is replacing Ben Gibson. That might just be the only change. Victor Johansson, who had his arm strapped as the half-time whistle blew. Just one win in 7 at home for Stoke. What can they do in this second half to avoid it being one win in 8 at home? Confirmation that Victor Johansson is still on the field of play. And rather like the start of the match, the fog has descended, making life difficult for the players, the fans, the spectators. Pascal Struijk concedes an early free kick. A high foot on Junior Chamadou. And an early set-piece opportunity then for the home side. An early touch for Johansson. Obviously he was assessed at half-time and deemed fit enough to continue for the second half. Well, Stoke finished 17th last season. They were 6 points above the drop zone as the season drew to a close. Leeds United, of course, we've already mentioned that heartbreaking defeat in the playoff final to Southampton. They finished 3rd. They were 6 points off the top 2 last season. They then thrashed Norwich 4-0 on aggregate before going down to Saints. Felt the full force of that one. Lyndon Gooch back in the starting lineup for Stoke this evening. He turned 29 on Christmas Eve. Been capped 4 times by the USA, and he's back to his feet and okay to continue. It's an awkward landing off the ball. Still down. It was Bogle who took that tumble off the ball a few seconds ago. This is the moment I was talking about. Cannon and Bogle colliding. A fine match so far. On loan from Leicester, turns 22 on Saturday, Republic of Ireland international. Helped Leicester win the title last season, scoring 3 goals in their championship winning campaign. He's 1 goal shy of double figures in all competitions this season. Leeds with a chance to come forward as they go in search of a second, and they won a free kick. It was Manor Solomon with the penetrating run. And for the 3rd time this evening, the Stoke player gets a belated card at Christmas. Ben Wilmot giving chase, but the culprit was Berger. Oh no, that could have gone anywhere. Confirmation that it was Wilmot who got the yellow card. Didn't know too much about it, did he? Rothwell with the set piece. Ooh, that's not too far away. Peru so close to his 2nd of the night. Leeds so close to their 2nd of the night. Rothwell's ball in. He found the space 7 yards out, got in front of his man. Just headed it back from where it came, rather than glancing it into that bottom corner. Puff the cheeks, he knows that was half a chance. Hansen goes long, he goes route 1. Joe Roden. Stoke have an opportunity here to try and pen Leeds in. They haven't had too much possession in enemy territory throughout the opening 54 minutes of this match, but they've got a chance to try and ask some questions now. Long throw incoming. Rose makes a run to the near post. collects. Well, Stoke won this fixture 1-0 last season. Pascal Strout with an own goal separating the two sides. Leeds won at Ellen Road. Both sides winning their home fixture 1-0 during the last campaign. This time it is the visitors who have the advantage. Ampadu. Strout lays it down the line for Solomon. Peru, Solomon again. This is where they're so comfortable in possession, Leeds. Mallier, instead of building from the back, decides to go long. That's well won back by Suleiman Sidibe. Space for Ampadu. Flag has stayed down, has it? Offside. Peru thought he was away. Just mistimed his run. Easy conditions for the assistants. And Stoke bring on a couple of changes. Eric Junior Boca coming on. Lyndon Gooch makes way. John Ho Bay also coming on. Double change for Narcis Pelak. Rolls the dice first as the effort comes in. Meslier watches it bounce and into his gloves. Ironic cheers from the home fans. It's their first shot on target in a while. Ampadu allowed to turn. Roden. Closing him down. Final ball just lacking. Well, the last time that Leeds were relegated from the Premier League, it took them 16 seasons to return to the top flight. As for Stoke, well, it's their 7th consecutive season in the Championship. They're yet to finish above 14th place. Their return to the top table of English football looks like it could be some time away yet. They might have another season of struggle ahead of them before they can start to look upwards, casting some jealous glances at the playoff places. You know what the Championship is like, a couple of wins here and there and things can look very different indeed. They need to come from behind in this one. They've got a set piece now with a little over half an hour still to play. Stoke coming forward, that's a lovely ball in. That's the closest they've come in this second half, and it's Ashley Phillips up from the back. The defender just unable to glance it the right side of that post, but a couple of changes for Stoke, and instantly they look a little bit more threatening. Millier watching it wide. Hasn't scored in the league for Stoke. Does have one goal in the EFL Cup to his name. Millier caught by Cannon. Yellow card for the Leicester loanee. Leeds coming forward. Half an hour still to play. Still only one goal separating these two sides, despite the fact that Leeds have seen so much of the ball. This is nice football. Stoke just overrun it, throwing to the visitors. So as it stands then, Leeds would move top of the Championship. They'd have played 23 matches, Daniel Farke's side, 114. A goal difference of plus 27, 48 points. It would see them ahead of Sheffield United by virtue of goal difference. A reminder that Sheffield United lost 2-0 at home to Burnley earlier on today. Burnley themselves are in third as it stands on 47 points. Very compact at the top. The top four will have all played 23 matches, and they'll be separated by 4 points. Sunderland down in fourth, Burnley on 47, Sunderland on 44, and then Leeds and Sheffield United on 48. It is going to be a thrilling climax to the Championship season. James looking to put this one to bed. Leeds get their second. Joël Perrault gets his second. And the Bet365 is silenced now. Leeds United, full steam ahead to the top of the Championship. Well, it was that run of James. We saw it in the first half. They couldn't quite execute it. This time it was done perfectly. He was in behind and he hooked it over the defence and on a plate for Joël Perrault, who had the simplest of tasks to head home. And Leeds United double their advantage as they look set to move top of the table, top of the pile, top of the Christmas tree. And it is the Leeds fans singing "We are top of the league," because that's where they are right now. Perrault with his 9th goal of the season, his 8th and 9th goals of the season. Can Stoke halve the deficit? Flag is up. It won't count. Lewis Kumas, the Liverpool loanee, just not quite timing his run. Leeds' run of fixtures over the next couple of weeks. They've got Derby away and a home game against Blackburn. A decent side as well, in decent form, before a trip to struggling Hull. I mentioned how tight it was at the top. Consistency is going to be the key over the next few months as Leeds look for a third. Solomon just off target. The Israeli international on loan from Tottenham. He's got a couple of goals against Swansea earlier on in the season. You'll have to trust me, but there's another change being made by Stoke here. Ben Wilmot coming off, Sam Gallagher replacing him. Sam Gallagher on for Stoke. He's been out for several weeks with a calf injury. Didn't play between the 5th of October and the 14th of December. Made his return in the 2-2 draw here against Cardiff. 24 minutes in the 2-0 defeat at Hillsborough against Sheffield Wednesday. So he is back for Stoke, and good news for the Potters as they look for some much-needed firepower up front. It is the Leeds fans in full voice. They are enjoying their Christmas period. A 4-0 win against Oxford. Heading for all 3 points here on Boxing Day. Daniel Farker has Leeds purring right now. He can see enough. You can see that his side is set to be 9 without a win. Unless they can turn this one around in the final 22 minutes. John Hobey. They are still without a Maximilian Manhoff, the Dutch forward, missing with a knee injury. Sam Gallagher, the former Blackburn man, has returned at just the right time in that respect. We also have Emre Tezgel on the bench, a 19-year-old. Jordan Thompson missing with a groin injury. Enda Stevens still out as well. And Pearson missing with a hamstring injury. But the home game against Sunderland for Stoke, the next match, will be Narcis Pelak's 20th in charge of the Potters. With just 3 wins to his name. It's the Frenchman, Eric Junior Bocat. In France and Belgium before arriving at the Bet365. Rothwell back to Meslier. Peru picks it up, he's on a hat-trick. Rothwell. Bocat intercepts. He's had a quieter second half, hasn't he, Jayden Bogle? He was all over Stoke in the first 45. Well, Stoke will be 8 without a win if they fail to pick up the maximum here. They'll be level with Plymouth. Cardiff are on the longest winless run, 9 without picking up all 3 points in a single match. But Plymouth and Cardiff are the bottom 2 clubs in the Championship. So it's not exactly the sort of company that Stoke want to be keeping. Bogle. Was he caught late? Not exactly the sign that Stoke want to see. Willy Gnonto preparing to enter proceedings along with Largi Ramazani. Here's Roden. James. That's lovely football. James just delayed his pass, I'm not sure why. Running at Shamadou. Solomon. Peru. James on the stretch wins the corner. And here comes the double change. Largi Ramazani coming off the Manor Solomon. Dan James being replaced by Willie Nyonte. Largi Ramazani coming on, the 23-year-old Belgian, in through the youth ranks at Manchester United. Did make one appearance for their first team in the Europa League in 2019. As the two substitutes look to make an immediate impact. If the scoreline was to stay as it is, Stoke would be in 19th place. They would be 3 points above the drop zone. Hull would be down in 22nd. Played 23, 19 points. Stoke played 23, 22 points. Slowly but surely, they're being dragged into it. He still fancies his hat-trick. Doesn't be the first offender. Ampadu. Final change. Berger makes way. And he is replaced by Bosan Laval. Change for Leeds as well. Sees Tanaka come on. As does Mateo Joseph. Peru, no hat-trick for him. His 2 goals look like they've secured all 3 points. Joe Rothwell, the other player coming off. Stoke have made their 5 changes then. Just the 4 for Leeds so far as we enter the final 10 minutes or so. Mateo Joseph, who's come on for Leeds. Spain under 21 international. And they're looking to put this result beyond doubt. Mateo Joseph Plays now for Spain under-21s. He actually played for England under-20 age group. Born in Spain, but to an English father. 21s. He actually played for England under-20 age group. Born in Spain, but to an English father. Bogle. He's had a good match, Brendan Aronson, USA international. Capped nearly 50 times for the United States of America. Bay. Bogcat. Bogle closing him down. Monto was there as well. They tag teamed him, ganging up, winning the throw. Roden. Bogle. Joseph. Just keeps on going. And why not? Does have a couple of championship goals to his name this season. Stoke were backing off and backing off, and he sensed the opportunity, just trying to clip it into that bottom corner. I think Johansson was always confident that it was going wide. Meslier hasn't had too many touches in this match, not too many saves to make, the French goalkeeper, who was actually sent off on Boxing Day last year. Sent off in a 2-1 defeat at Preston. Looks like being a much better day at the office for both Leeds United and their goalkeeper, with his clean sheet intact as it stands. Nonto. Joseph. Let that slip, and Joseph is away. Just couldn't quite feed it through for Nonto. Tonto. Ampadu. Leeds just happy to have the ball now as they look to run down the clock in the final 5 minutes. They are heading for all 3 points, and significantly they are heading to the top of the table. I mentioned that they would be keen to avoid the playoffs after last year's heartbreak. Leeds have actually never won a playoff final. They would like to go up automatically. Bogle can try and finish this one. In the right place. Bogle still full of running, full of endeavour. Look at that effort to make the run on the overlap and then get the ball in first time where it was put behind for a corner. Michael Rose doing his defensive duties, the substitute, putting it behind for a set piece. Ramazani to line this one up. Harrington encouraged to shoot. Took a touch on the way through. Johansson getting his fingertips to it. The Swedish stopper putting it behind for a corner. This time it's deeper. Oh, just couldn't get the right sort of touch at the far post. Matteo Joseph, he came to him quickly. Just stuck out that left foot. Couldn't direct it goalwards. The reality is, isn't it, that Stoke haven't really looked like salvaging anything from this contest. Since going 2-0 down, I don't remember a save that Meslier has had to make. Not exactly going down without a fight. His 2 goals look set to secure 3 points. I do wonder what's next for Stoke in terms of how they try and get themselves out of this funk. 1 point from a possible 18 it's going to be now. And with those matches against 4th place Sunderland, 3rd place Burnley coming up, points might be at a premium over the next couple of weeks. And then they have that home game against Plymouth, who by that point could be relegation rivals. So it is a big, big run of fixtures coming up for Stoke over the next 10 days or so. For Leeds, well, they will be in pole position in the, we could say, is a 4-way race for the championship title, along with Sheffield United, Burnley. And Sunderland, as we took into 5 minutes of added time. little bit of a cushion now between the top four and the rest. Blackburn down in 5th on 38 points. They'll be 6 points behind 4th place Sunderland, but they will have a game in hand, as do Watford, in fact. So those below the top four will look to close the gap as Leeds get ready to prepare their final change. And it is Sam Byram replaced by Isaac Schmidt. Schmidt, the 25-year-old Swiss player, just his 7th appearance of the season. The left back going in as a straight swap. So is there a lifeline for Stoke in stoppage time? And you fear that sums Stoke up right now. Plenty to ponder heading into 2025. They've gone route one, and it's 3-on-3. It's all academic. Flag was up for offside. Nonto. It may only be 2-0 on the scoreboard, but it has been a thoroughly dominant display by Leeds United, really, from perhaps the 2nd or 3rd minute onwards. Stoke came racing out of the box, forcing Meslier into the first save, but since then Leeds haven't looked back, and Nonto looks to make it 3. Now, was he caught late there as he pulled the trigger? And according to the officials, Joseph picks it up. Nonto's still down here on the edge of the area. Tanaka. Nonto eventually and gingerly gets to his feet. That one will be a free kick. Just checking his right ankle. Such an exciting player, isn't he, Nonto? Just on the bench for the last couple of matches as Daniel Farke looks to try and keep him fresh for the second half of the season. The Italian under-21. Actually closing in on 100 appearances for Leeds United already, Willie Nonto. Job done for Leeds United and Daniel Farke. They move top of the Championship in this exceedingly tight race for the Championship title. This battle for promotion. It is advantage Leeds United, who sit at the summit right now, thanks to 2 goals from Joel Peru, 1 in either half. A chorus of boos echo around the Bet365 stadium. Leeds won't bother themselves with that. Peru's brace securing the visitors all 3 points as they move top of the table. It's the Leeds fans who are singing "We're top of the league." Daniel Farke's fine season continues. As for Stoke, though, plenty to ponder. They are now just 3 points above the drop zone. For Leeds, it's onwards and upwards. Another victory, another clean sheet. They move ahead of Sheffield United on goal difference. Joel Peru, the man of the moment. Leeds United all smiles then. They move top of the pile. It's finished at the Bet365. Stoke City 0, Leeds United 2. A wide grin on the face of Daniel Farke. Joel Peru with a goal in either half. And as they make the way over to the travelling supporters, a late Christmas gift for those fans who made the journey. Amidst the fog and the mist of Staffordshire, it is those travelling Leeds United fans who will make the journey back to Yorkshire with all 3 points and another clean sheet for that man. A better Boxing Day than he did 12 months ago, that's for sure. And here is the goal scorer.